Whew. I just got back from a run, obviously, and had this thought that I just wanted to share real quick. Instead of showering, losing the inspiration, I want to sit down and I want to record. When I first started my YouTube channel, before I started my YouTube channel, I would sit down once per month with my brother and we recorded videos. I maybe had a list of videos that I was filming, but I didn't really know what I was going to say before I hit record. And I did that for 4 months and I didn't release any of those videos, but I got comfortable in front of the camera. Well, today, in many ways, I feel like I'm starting over on video. I feel like I am having to take my own medicine. I'm having to go back and watch some of my videos talking about imposter syndrome and how to overcome it, how to take imperfect action, how to just get started, clarity comes with action, all of those things. I'm very much coaching myself in the process. And one of the things that I found interesting is I find a new way of creating this Amanda 2.0 that I keep referring to. I am just sitting down and I'm recording videos without any script, without any idea of what might come. In fact, this previous video that I just recorded that'll be coming out when you're watching this in 2 weeks, it hasn't come out just yet, so I don't know what the reaction to it might be, but I sat for a second and I just breathed and I just said, God, what is the message that you're wanting me to share? Share through me in this moment in time. And I just allowed whatever it was to flow out of me. Now, this has been a very interesting mode of creation because when I get into the editing room, my structural film kid Capricorn rising side of me is like, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't have a structure. And so I start editing it, right? And whether that video gets released or not, doesn't matter. It's just a opportunity for me to begin creating in a different way to break the mold. And so I really want to inspire you to do the same. If you are blocked and you are wanting to start a YouTube channel or to start producing even short form content on Instagram or TikTok, which is a whole other story that I'll talk about in another video because that's a very big challenge as well. I think a lot of people think that that's a lot easier, and it is in some regard, but save that for another video. Sit down and just hit record. A lot of this channel, I have talked about video as a spiritual teacher. I talk about how when you sit in front of the camera, something happens. You go on a self-development journey. Whether that's you analyzing all of the things that you hate about yourself that causes you to go on a health journey and begin losing weight, or that causes you to go on a beauty journey where you decide to get makeup, like start learning makeup for the first time, or you decide to, do something like I always refer to getting my eyebrows microbladed, right? Which I need to do again. Or like healing acne or whatever it is that it might be physical, it might be internal. It might be the imposter syndrome that you deal with, that all of the stories from your childhood that you have nothing to share, there's nothing valuable that you have, right? Or whatever it is. All of those stories start to come to the surface and you have to face them. That's really the stage 1 of video, right? Stage 2, you start to learn from, the spiritual teacher that is consistency, right? How do you be consistent at something? That can be very challenging for a lot of people, especially if you're a manifesting generator that's ping-ponging all over the place, right? That has this one idea that you have this idea over here, you have this idea, or you're a projector with inconsistent energy and it just feels like it's not flowing and so you just let it go, right? Whatever that lesson is that consistency has to teach you, that's really like the second stage. And throughout both of those stages, what you're actually saying on camera doesn't matter. Most people won't watch your videos. Most people will see them, they'll say, okay, cool, she's doing it. But then 3 months later, when you're still doing it, there's something there. There's a power that comes with that. People see it and they say, I wonder what she's doing. I think I'll follow this journey, right? Once you start getting an audience, that's your initial audience that you get, right? You're just creating videos, you're just sharing. It doesn't even matter what you're saying. You're working through the internal blocks that you have to creating videos. You're learning, what do I like to share? What do I like to talk about? What are the things that are coming through me? And you're not getting caught up in having the right gear. Okay, you can just use your phone or whatever it is. So I want to keep this video relatively short, on the shorter side, and I could talk about the stages too. I can kind of finish that thought in just a second. But I think the ultimate goal that I want you to walk away with having this video is I am sitting here. Whether I release this video or not at the time of recording, I don't know if I will. But I record it. I'm not at all camera ready. Amen. This face couldn't be any more red. I also am on autofocus. The autofocus might be going in and out, right? I had everything set up to where it was easy. I just grabbed it from the corner of the room, I plop it down, and I just hit record. So do that. Whether you hit release or not is another story. But just start creating and start seeing what comes out. And from there, I bet you'll gain clarity, because once again, clarity comes with action. So let's wrap this video here. And in case you're watching and you are dealing with imposter syndrome and you want to dive into that further, then go ahead and watch this video on the screen next. I'll see you there.